everyone. Do you guys know what's the reason behind that doctor or nutritionist always ask you to go for brown rice instead of white rice? What's the rationale behind? Can you just type the answer in the chat box? Let me have a look. Less sugar with brown rice, sugar in the rice. Meaning, Sarah, you're saying that white rice have the sugar, is it? So sure saying that it's lesser in sugar with brown rice instead of white rice. All right. Any more answer? No worries, there's no right and wrong. We are just having some discussion so that we are like, at least we are all in the same line. Okay. Wow, today we have about 40 participants here. Okay. Any more? Lower GI. Okay, very good. Go saying about lower GI. Shakira saying about high fiber. So just to share with everyone that the reason behind that why doctors or nutritionists or like health promotion board always encourage people to go for brown rice, the reason behind is because lower in GI. So why we say it's lower in GI, Shakira also get the correct answer because it's high in fiber. So just to share with everyone that actually, right, lower in GI doesn't mean it's equivalent to low in like lesser in sugar or lower in sugar, because a lot of people will tell me that brown rice. A lot of doctor tell me that I should go for brown rice, so it must be completely healthy. It must be no sugar or less sugar. So from there, actually, I can take like 2 plates or 3 plates for my lunch and dinner. No, we shall just keep in still in the same portions, one serving. It's because whole grain, the brown rice itself, it doesn't mean that there are no carbohydrate or less in sugar, less in carbohydrate. But in fact, actually, they are lower in GI, meaning says that because they are packed with fiber, right, it will be better control for our blood sugar. But if you think that, they are completely healthy, I can eat a lot, so even though that they can better control for our blood sugar, but if you're taking like too large portions, eventually it will also impact on our blood sugar level. So just to share with everyone that do keep in mind that actually brown rice, it will be somehow a better choice, but not completely healthy. We still need to control the portions. Even though they are a better choice, we need to keep in moderations. All right. So I see someone typing here saying that Azuan saying that rich in nutrients density. Definitely yes. Because let me just come to here first. We can see that actually whole grain, right, they are having 3 layers. So if in order to justify whether this rice is whole grain or this carbohydrate is whole grain, they need to have these 3 layers, including the bread, endosperm, and also germ here. All right. Here we can say that they are packed with like all the fibers, all the essential nutrients. For the white rice, right, normally they already omit this. They already remove the bread. They maybe already remove like or omit other layer of the whole of the husk. So that's why, right, it will be easier to eat. Some people they will complain that I know brown rice is very healthy, but it's very hard to digest. It's most likely is because of the brand itself. So that's why we will say that but we know that brand, they are high in fiber, high in vitamins and minerals. So that's why it will be good that even though we say it's hard to digest, but it will be good that we can go for the whole grains because it can give us the nutrients, give us the fiber, which can better control for our blood sugar level. So talking about this, right, just now I'm saying that some people tell us that, brown rice is very hard to digest. So I want to ask everyone, do you think you have any other alternative choice? Maybe like in your lifestyle, how can you make some lifestyle changes, or maybe how can you modify the diet so that you can still being introduced with brown rice, but at the same time, lessen the burden, like you feel that it will be more comfortable, like not really hard to digest. Anyone can have a guess? What is the modification that we can done for this brown rice so that we can feel easier to digest or feel more comfortable when we are eating the brown rice? Let me eat oatmeal. Okay, Shirley say. So just now I say about brown rice, then go for the oatmeal. Can definitely oat also high in whole. Is like one of the examples of whole grain. But maybe what we think about the brown rice. Make it into porridge, okay? Shakira said make it into porridge. So porridge, okay, brown rice porridge, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think I tried before, also a bit hard to digest, but if you say that make it like taste, right, yes, it will be more comfortable. So just to share with everyone, one of the tips, sometimes, right, not maybe adopt yourself, maybe it's your children, your little one, feel like they will decline of eating the brown rice. So one of the tips for everyone is that we still allowed to eat brown rice, but maybe you can mix a bit with white rice. For example, right, normally people will say that, oh, you can start with like, because you want to introduce your little one with brown rice, right? You can start with cooking the white rice, like 80%, together with 20% of the brown rice. So from there, actually, they can accept it. If they slowly can accept the so-called being introduced with this brown rice, you can slowly increase the portions, increase the ratio on it. All right. So this is one of the methods that you can do. Alternative, right? Sometimes people will say that, for example, just now someone like Shalene started saying about the oats. So oats, yes, is one of the examples for the whole grains, but also like wholemeal bread. So wholemeal bread, right? Sometimes you want to give your children like two slices of the bread. So you can give like one slice of the white bread with one slice of wholemeal bread. Until they are like fully accepted with this wholemeal bread, then you can make it into two slices of wholemeal bread. All right. So second point, I want to ask everyone, do you ever heard of basmati rice? Yes, like long grain rice, right? The normally you will see in this Indian cuisine, right? So the basmati rice, right? If you see the packaging, they will tell you that lower in GI. So somehow it serves as the same benefit as brown rice. So if you happen to see that your elderly, I mean your parents, your children, they are really reluctant to have this brown rice, you can just introduce them with this basmati rice also. The only downside for basmati rice is because of the price. So they are way, way expensive compared to white rice, compared to brown rice. But it will be served somehow a same benefits as brown rice. So if you happen to have no economic concern, so definitely you can also introduce your family members with this basmati rice as well. But remember everyone, basmati rice, brown rice, we still keep in moderation. Doesn't mean they are completely healthy. We can eat a lot, still keep in the same portions. All right. Okay, so moving on, just to share with everyone, these are the examples of the whole grain. So thank you, Charlene, just now talking about the oats. Yes, oats definitely is also one of the examples for the whole grain. And normally people will also introduce oats because it's meant to lower our bad cholesterol. So if you tell me that whether can I take it like, overnight oat or during my breakfast, during my dinner, definitely have no issue. All right, so we can enjoy the oats not only because they are also high in fiber, a lot of vitamins, but at the same time they can also help us to lower our bad cholesterol as well. All right. Apart from oats, we also have other examples of the whole grains that you can always introduce to your family members, to your friends. Okay. So second point, we'll be talking about fruits and vegetable. So everyone definitely know, right? Because we always say that, oh, try to eat more vegetables, eat more leafy vegetables because they are high in fiber. So vegetable, I would say that roughly we everyone know, but maybe I would like to focus more on fruit intake here. So can I just ask everyone that, do you aware that how many servings of fruit that we will recommend? Everyone know? Can you have a guess, like smart guess on how many servings of fruit that we should have? We have a look from the chat box here. 3 fruits a day. Okay, Shirley saying about 3 fruits. Okay. 2, Khairudin saying about 2. All right. We have a correct answer here already. 3 fruits a day. Okay, so you have 3, 2 cups. Okay, Shakira, 2 cups. This one is a bit like using the measuring cups, yeah? Okay, so just to share with everyone that we will only recommend maximum 2 servings of fruit. Why we say only 2 servings, not 3, not 4, is because even though fruits, they are high in nutrients, high in fiber, but at the same time, they also contains the natural sugar. So sometimes, right, people will tell me that, hey, how come I already control well for my other carbohydrate, the simple one like rice, my simple chocolate, sweets, I rarely will eat it, but how come I still have blood sugar issue? It may be one of the reasons is because of the fruit intake. So that's why, right, even though fruit is very healthy, high in nutrients, high in fiber, but because of the natural sugar, we'll still ask people, if possible, right, try to only control maximum 2 servings of fruit. So talking about this, right, I want to ask everyone, do you happen to see this, vending machine called iJuice in this like HDB area, in this like shopping center? So if you're aware, right, can I ask, yes, so good, right? Shall say very good. Okay, can I ask you, do you aware that how many orange they promise to put in a glass of orange juice? Anyone? 2? Okay, Shakira say 2. Okay. 5? Okay, Shirley say about 5. Okay, Vivian say about 4. So the answer, Vivian got the correct answer, is 4 oranges. So just now I say, right, 2 servings. So what is 2 servings stand for? It's only 2 oranges. So imagine just now the 4 servings is like 4 oranges is already exit. So meaning says that actually from the juice itself, right, is like high in sugar already because of like exiting the daily requirement. Second thing, if you happen to make yourself the juice, reflect to yourself. Normally people want to only make the pure liquid, right? They will already remove all the pulp already. So whenever they already remove the pulp, you're losing the fiber. So eventually, right, you're taking a high sugar drink, high natural sugar drink. So just to share with everyone that juice is not considered healthy. As long as you have teeth, right, I would recommend people to go for the real fruit instead of the fruit juice because we want all the nutrients, but at the same time, not exiting the daily sugar intake. All right. But if you tell me that I really want to go for juice, I really like, hot weather. For example, recently it's very hot weather. You really want to go for juice? Can. Do make sure that not added sugar, but at the same time, using only 1 serving of fruit each time. For example, 1 orange for 1 orange juice. All right. So what is 2 servings stand for? Just to share with everyone. Hold on, let me just, okay, no worries. Okay, I will just come back here. So 2 servings of fruit stand for 2 oranges or 2 apples or two pear, but not 2 apple and 2 orange on 2 pear, huh? Either one. Okay, banana is like 2 medium size is 2 servings. Papaya, pineapple, watermelon, all these like 1 wedge, like for example, the fruit store uncle, 1 wedge is 1 serving. One day we can take about 2 servings. All right. So talking about this, just now we say about nutrients, we say about fiber. I want to ask everyone, do you guys think that we should take fruit before or after meal? Anyone? Think it. We have fiber, we have nutrients before. Okay, Shakira say before. Sarah also say before. So yes, we will say that because of the fiber, right? Sometimes we will recommend people, if possible, go for take it before meal because of the fiber, it will be somehow help us to control our portions for our main meal. So if you want to like go for the weight management, right? We will recommend people that take it before meal so that you can control the portions, make sure that you're not overeating for your main meal. But if you tell me that, I really no time, I cannot go and buy the fruit first, or I cannot pre-pack the fruit first. So what I would suggest that we only try our best. If you really no time, you can go for like after meal or tea break also can. Because you rather that you have the fruit, the healthier versions of the snacks for a tea break rather than you go for like those potato chips, ice cream, which is like way high in sugar, high in calories. All right. Okay. So just to share with everyone, sometimes maybe you will find some difficulty to have like whole grains, fruits and vegetables in your diet. So what you can do, like I mentioned earlier just now, you can mix brown rice with white rice, slowly increase the ratio. Alternative, you can 1 slice of white bread with 1 slice of wholemeal bread. Okay. So apart from that, you can also use like vegetable in your meat dish. For example, some people they will like fruit, like pineapple meat. You can also use it like this, like apple stew also can. All right. Okay. So third part, we'll be talking about the protein. So now everyone know that protein, they are very important because it will give us the muscle, give us make sure that our bone. Because just to share with everyone that sometimes, right, if you happen to see people have this osteoporosis, which is a bone issue, apart from their caffeine intake, apart from their not doing any exercise, third point means most likely will be because they are not having enough muscle. So just to share with everyone that muscle can support your bone health. So do make sure that you have enough muscle. So from that, it can prevent yourself from getting, protect well for your bone health lah. Okay. So talking about this, before I reveal the answer, I want to ask everyone, what are the examples of the protein? This is very simple. Yeah. Chicken, fish, very good. I want to see the prawn, very good. Anyone still have the most important things that normally we have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Crab, red meat, okay. Any more answer? Eggs. Yes, Shakira. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Shakira. So worldwide questions to everyone. Okay, thank you, Rachel. I want to ask everyone that how many eggs can we take every day? This one a lot of people will ask me. Charlene say about 2. All right. 2. Okay, Christine. Oh, everyone say 2. Okay. So before I reveal the answer, I want to ask everyone why we shouldn't eat too much egg when it's a very excellent source for the protein. Depending on the size, yes, Shakira, yes, okay. Cholesterol, okay. So normally cholesterol, it comes from the egg yolk, right? It doesn't appear in the egg white. So I want to ask everyone that if that's the case, cholesterol in egg yolk, can I only take egg white itself so that I'm having the protein, but at the same time not impacting on my cholesterol? Yes, can. Okay, a lot of people think we should only eat for the egg white, right? So just to share with everyone that even though egg yolk has the cholesterol, but one thing, to be honest, the cholesterol is very minimal. It's not even high like those seafood or like red meat. So egg yolk itself, although they have the cholesterol, but at the same time, they still have other nutrients like vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin E. So nevertheless, right, we'll say that if possible, try to have whole egg, including egg white and egg yolk. So good news for everyone. How many eggs that we should take every day? The answer here, you can see in the picture, is 3 whole egg. All right. So everyone, we have more portions for that already. 3 whole egg. So someone just now say about the size, right? Okay. So Shakira, so in general wise, we will say that it's about grade B lah. Okay. So it's like the medium size one. So 3 whole egg. But just to share with everyone, if you know that the cholesterol, the oil intake, right? So try not to go for fried egg every day lah. Maybe sometimes like hard-boiled egg, half-boiled egg, and also like steamed egg, all this. All right. The scallop has cholesterol. Christine, yes. Scallop also contains the cholesterol because they are also one of the examples for the seafood as well. So definitely also contains the cholesterol. Yeah, to balance, that's the reason why the white and yellow comes together. What if we eat them raw? Okay, Shakira is saying that completely raw, not the half-boiled egg. So, I mean, if you're okay, definitely no issue. But if you because normally for half-boiled egg, right, I will also be more conscious, especially when you have like elderly and children, because to be honest, right, sometimes we were just afraid that they will have this foodborne illness. So it will be good that we go for the hard-boiled egg instead of half-boiled egg. But if your immune system is very optimal, definitely you can go for it. For example, normally we have it for the breakfast, right? So definitely no issue. All right, okay. So you can see here, everyone, that we do have any other examples of the proteins here, right? Like just now, a lot of people say fish, seafood, protein, meat, all these are considered also one of the examples of protein as well. All right. So, Christine now have doubt. Okay, 3 eggs per day. So 3 times 7, 21 per week. You think it's too much, is it? But just to share with you that actually 3 eggs is like 1 serving of the protein. So, if you're really concerned of like really the cholesterol, right? Another way I would tell people, right, is that yes, if you're really concerned about the cholesterol from the egg yolk, what you can do is sometimes you can take, for example, you take it occasionally day. Like for example, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, go for egg. Then on Tuesday, Thursday, go for other protein also can. Okay, but if you're really concerned, for example, you yourself already have high cholesterol, right? You can still reduce a bit for the egg intake. For example, like make it 2 or 1. But definitely everyday take eggs is no issue. It's not an issue, not a concern for that. All right. Okay. So just to share with everyone, another add-on point for the protein is because protein source normally they are also high in calcium as well. So like I mentioned earlier just now, calcium is also like calcium protein also very important because it can also support our muscle, from there support our bone health. All right. So do make sure that we have enough calcium source from the protein source. For example, normally we'll think is the most important is the cow's milk here. So just to share with everyone that cow's milk, normally the calcium content is about 300. For the normal person, right, we will say that try to have like 800 mg of the calcium every day. But if you happen to have, you are the menopause woman, or if you are pregnancy, you are breastfeeding, so it will be good that you have higher requirement, is about 1000 mg. So from here, you can see, right, normally one glass is about 300. So normally we'll say that if possible, you can take about 2 glasses of the low-fat milk also can. So talking about this, right, I want to ask everyone before we say about the further point. So low-fat milk is the one that we always say, if possible, we go for low-fat milk. So if I really don't want to go for low-fat milk, can I go for full cream milk? Everyone, what do you guys think? Can? Okay. Okay. Soy milk. Okay, means say that Christine, you're saying that don't want to go for the low fat milk. I want to swap to soy milk. Plant-based. All right, can. So just to share with everyone, if I'm talking about cow's milk itself, right, it's okay that we can continue go for the full cream milk, no problems. Because to be honest, full cream milk, low fat milk, that fat content doesn't vary a lot. If I want to say that, okay, even though that low fat milk, it seems like lower in fat, but to be honest, if you see the carbohydrate content, it's even higher compared to full cream milk. So it's okay that I want to go for full cream, low fat also can. But one thing, do remember, always go for the plain milk. We don't want to go for any flavored one because all like chocolate milk, strawberry milk, I know it's more tastier, more like get more attractions for the children to take it. But we know that all the flavored milk, they are added sugar. So try not to go for the flavored one, but instead go for the natural, the normal, the plain milk will do. All right. So from this, right, I want to like extend the point for Christine, which is the soy milk here. So yes, sometimes, right, people will have the difficulty from taking the cow's milk. Maybe they are personally the personal preference, they really don't like to drink cow's milk, or they have lactose intolerance. They will have like flatulence, diarrhea, vomit after they go for the cow's milk. So it comes into the replacement, which is the soy milk. So just to share with everyone that if you see the chart here, right, to be honest, right, soy milk itself, the calcium content is very minimal. 300 versus 25 is very, very minimal. But just to remember that because this soy milk, why we say it's very minimal, only happen if you buy this homemade soy milk. For example, if you found this homemade soy milk in this like night market, so they are doing the homemade one, right, their calcium content is very minimal. So in order to make sure that you want to drink soy milk, make sure that you go for the high calcium one, which is that, for example, if you buy in this like NTUC, FairPrice, Sheng so make sure that you spot this high calcium. Meaning says that during their process time, right, actually they already fortified with this calcium inside the soy milk itself. Because to be honest, right, apart from cow's milk, oats milk, soy milk, avocado milk, almond milk, their calcium content is very minimal. Only provided they already fortified during their, the industry process time, they already fortified with this calcium, only make it as a high calcium food sources. Okay, so how about almond milk powder? Christine, yes. Regardless those like milk powder or like those fresh milk, their calcium content is about the same. So definitely if you tell me that, oh, I don't want to go for fresh milk, I don't go for the UHT milk or like those, milk powder also can, no problems. All right, okay. So everyone remember, like if you really don't want to go for the cow's milk, you want to go for like soy milk, oat milk, almond milk, do make sure they already fortified with this calcium because we want the calcium source from this milk. All right. Okay, so this is one of the examples that what you can do. Just now we say, right, apart from the soy milk, actually we do have a lot of like different food source that are high in calcium as well. Oh, so before I continue, right? So sorry, just to share with everyone that because this slide is under Health Promotion Board, we cannot share the slide with everyone. So if you think that which slide that you are very interested, you can just take a snapshot or screenshot first, or later on at the end of the session, if you want to comes back which slide to take the screenshot, do let me know that I'll just revert back. All right. So just now we say that apart from soy milk, apart from cow's milk, actually we do have any other source, like for example, vegetables or like other proteins that are also high in calcium as well. So you can always like make it like, for example, breakfast, lunch, dinner. From here, you can already achieve your daily calcium intakes. Those talking about this, right? Some people will ask me, how about calcium supplements? So remember one thing, supplement is always the supplement, meaning say that you only recommend people to go for supplements provided only you really cannot access for the food intake. Because sometimes people will tell me that, oh, supplement like the medicines, like principles, when you're overeating or rely too much on it, it will impact on our liver, impact on our kidney. So yes, so do remember that supplement is always the artificial one. So when you are overeating on it, so at the end, it will also burden on your kidney and liver. So do only make sure that you can only go for the supplements, provided doctor already mentioned that, oh, your bone is not really good, you're at the risk of getting osteoporosis, so supplement will be the best or fastest choice. Then you can go for the supplements. Second way will be you only really limited choice for the food intake. For example, you are like having some, swallowing issue, or you, for example, your household area is very limited choice for the food, so only you can go for the supplements, or else always go for the natural food will do. All right. Okay. So furthermore, we talked about the fat intakes here. So apart from the My Healthy Plate like I mentioned just now, sometimes we also need to take note for our fat intakes, because if we are taking too much of the fat intake, eventually it will also impact on our cholesterol, impact on our weight management here. All right. So here we have good fat here, monounsaturated fat and also polyunsaturated fat. So here you can see we have like salmon, avocado, olive oil. So I want to ask everyone that we know that salmon, avocado, they are high in omega-3, which is the good fat here. So normally good fat, it can protect our heart health, increase our good cholesterol. So salmon is very expensive. It's very hard to access. So I want to ask everyone, do you happen to find any other replacement to replace the salmon to give us omega-3? What do you guys think? Any other examples? Eggs, all right. Shirley, definitely eggs also high in omega-3. Any other answer? Sardines, very good. Christine say about sardines. One more. The canned food also. Tuna, yes. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, so tuna, sardine also make it as a very good source of the protein. They are way cheaper, but at the same time, they can give us the omega-3. All right. So I do understand that a lot of people tell me that canned food, for example, canned tuna, canned sardine, they are not really healthy because of the sodium, because of the preservative. So yes, canned food can be equally healthy provided you only eat the meat flesh itself. Try to not taking the liquid, try to drain the liquid, only eat the meat flesh itself. So from there, you can reduce a lot of your sodium intake already. All right, so bad fat here, we know that it's the saturated fat and the trans fat. So talking about this, right, I want to ask everyone that, before we move on, okay, Rachel asking that all tuna canned goods is okay. So very good questions. So for example, the most famous brand, I don't mention the brand, everyone know what's the brand, two names one. Okay, so they have a lot of variety. Tuna chunks in water, tuna chunks in olive oil, tuna chunks in mayonnaise, or like chili mayonnaise. We know that mayonnaise, chili mayonnaise, they are high in fat, right? High in calories. So yes, you can go for tuna chunks in water, tuna chunks in olive oil. So it'll be somehow a better choice. Not canned food, all canned food are completely healthy, but when we have different varieties, try to always go for the healthier options one. All right. So thank you, Rachel, for the really good questions here. Okay. So moving on, right? I want to ask everyone about the fat, right? What do you guys think about butter versus margarine? Another worldwide questions. Which one is the healthier choice, butter or margarine? No problem, Rachel. Butter healthier. Okay. So Shirley, if you're talking that butter, Rachel also talking about butter, right? Sorry, I'm not too sure whether I pronounce your name correctly or not. So can I know that what do you guys think? Why butter is healthy? Why margarine is not healthy? I want to ask you all. Why margarine is not healthy? Anyone? Margarine is saturated. Okay, Shirley say margarine is saturated. Okay. Any more? A bit tricky, right? Okay. So just to share with everyone, just to share with everyone that butter versus margarine, if in Singapore, margarine is a healthier choice. Why? Because yes, a lot of people say that margarine is not healthy because of the trans fat during their process step. So trans fat will impact on our cholesterol, right? But why I say margarine is healthier choice in Singapore is because Singapore already completely banned out the trans fat. So whenever you see this margarine produced in Singapore, you won't see any trans fat. Okay, so I don't know how they process it, but they already fully omit the trans fat, already banned all the trans fat. So technically saying that margarine is a healthier choice. Why I say butter is not a healthier choice is because even though butter don't have the trans fat, but they have the saturated fat, which will impact on our cholesterol. Okay, but one thing, just now I say margarine is a healthier choice, right? A lot of people think that, oh, now since no trans fat won't impact my cholesterol, I can eat a lot, like thick spread. No. Remember, even though they don't have the trans fat, which is a bad fat, anyhow, they are still made of oil. They are still high in calories. All right. So even though they don't have trans fat, they may not impact on your cholesterol, but at the end, they may still impact on your weight management as well. All right. So regardless, butter versus margarine, regardless you're taking butter or margarine, try to always go for the thin spread will do. All right. Maybe we can choose butter with zero trans fat. So Rachel, just to share with you, butter don't have trans fat. Butter has the saturated fat. So butter has saturated fat, margarine has trans fat. But why I say margarine is a healthier choice? Because in Singapore, margarine already being banned with this trans fat already. So technically saying that margarine in Singapore will be a healthier options. Okay. So another tips for us to reduce our fat intake, sometimes we can remove the visible fat. For example, like the skin or the fatty meats. Try to always go for the lean meat, which is a non-fatty part. Okay. Another thing apart from the very simple the fat intake that you will see, eat it, and also cooking method. For example, like deep fried, definitely they are also high in fat intake. So go for the healthier cooking method. For example, air fried, stir fried also can, rather than deep fried. Another thing, do remember, always moderate our intake for organ meat as well. Because normally bak kut teh will eat this organ meat, right? So organ meat also will impact on our cholesterol, impact on our uric acid, make ourselves increase our risk of getting gout attack as well. So try to always moderate our intake for the organ meat too. All right. Okay, so another questions. Just now someone talking about the animal fat, right? I do understand nowadays they have the trending saying that, oh, it's okay that we can go for the pork lard. It's good for our heart health. No, okay. Pork lard is not good because they are still animal fat. All right, they will still impact on our cholesterol. That's a myth, not a truth. All right, so pork lard is not healthy. We should still limit our intake. All right, so if you're talking about cooking oil, right, I would say that all the for example, sunflower oil, canola oil, are also good to consume. So I do understand nowadays we have another myth, which is like some people they believe that every morning drink a tablespoon of coconut oil, it will be better control for my heart health. No, coconut oil they are still high in saturated fat, which will impact on our cholesterol. So I won't say that go ask for people to go for coconut oil or like red palm oil when doing the cooking. So you can go for like sunflower, those plant seed oil, grape seed oil, or like canola oil also can. No problem.
After you pass to me.
Sorry?
You can. But I need to do a triage first.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Johnny. You may need to mute yourself.
Okay, I think pass 给我。
Okay, no worries. I'm pouring meat for her. Okay. All right. So moving on will be the third point, which is the sodium intake here. Okay. So let me have a look. Okay, everyday drink chia seed with water is good. Yes, Christine. Chia seed, it will be same as the oats. It can help us to lower our cholesterol because chia seed also high in fiber as well. All right. So moving on, the second point will be reduce our sodium intake here. So normally we know, right, sodium, it comes from the sauce, from the salt itself. So sometimes another worldwide question will be like, how about the MSG? So surprising to everyone that if you see the sodium, we know that the sodium, if we eat too much, it will impact on our blood pressure, right? So you will be very surprised that actually MSG, right? You can see here, 1 teaspoon of salt is about 2000 mg. 1 teaspoon of MSG is about 600. So it's about like 1/3 of the sodium content from the tablespoon, a teaspoon salt. So if we see in sodium wise, actually MSG will be a better options. But sometimes why people will say that try to omit the MSG because they are chemical. So sometimes people will be overreactive, like they will feel dizziness, feel headache, or like even fainted, or they will feel like hair loss after they go for the MSG. But is it okay sometimes I substitute with MSG doing the cooking instead of using the salt? Can, no problems. All right. And just to share with everyone that just now we say, right, sauce, they are the majority sodium contents. So nowadays we do have this healthier choice, like lower in sodium, the sauce, soy sauce, oyster sauce. So you can always spot this healthier choice in the market. From there, you can find this lower in sodium version for the sauce. All right. Another thing I would want everyone to guess already, I will just reveal the answer. So sometimes you will see this, pink salt, Himalayan salt, sea salt in the market. They are way expensive, right? But just to share with everyone, I don't know why they sell more expensive, maybe because of marketing purpose. But to be honest, their sodium content is exactly the same as the table salt. So it doesn't mean that they are more expensive, they are healthier options, they are lower in sodium. No. So we no need to go for like, those pink salt, Himalayan salt, or sea salt. In fact, right, actually everyone can also spot this healthier choice salt nowadays. We do have this K salt, kosher salt, and also pan salt. They are lower in sodium salt. So you can, if you don't know what is the brand or what's the the version of the salt, you can always spot this healthier choice. Then they will let you know, or actually this is the healthier options of the salt that you can buy. All right. Okay, so just to share with everyone, just now we say that our daily intake for the sodium should be about 2000 mg. But you can see when we are eating out, normally why we say it's very high in salt, right? Very nice to eat, right? Because they are way, way, way high in sodium. For example, just now we said our daily intake should be about 2000, but from one fishball noodle for the dried one, you already hit about 1006. Okay, so here seems like very scary, but from here, what we can do, sometimes like dried one, we can go for the soup versions, and provided you are not drinking all the soups, so from there, you can reduce a lot of your sodium intake already. Okay. Oh no, mee soto. Yes, mee soto because of the gravy itself. But just to share, if you want to reduce your sodium intake, definitely will know that try to reduce the sauce and also the gravy intake. All right. Okay. So another way, just to share with everyone, that if you happen not eating out, you are having some home cooked meal, maybe your parents, your wife, they are doing some home cooked meal. So just to share with everyone that we can always use the herb and spices to replace the sauce and salt here. Because herb and spices, you will still give us the flavor, but at the same time, they won't impact on our blood pressure because they rarely have the sodium content. Okay, so just now I say that if possible, try to always reduce our juice intake. But yes, sometimes juice can also use in like when we are cooking dish to give us some tangy, sweet and sour flavor. All right. Or alternative, you can always go for the fresh food itself without any seasoning. Because to be honest, some fresh food, they also contains the natural taste enhancer already. They already have the natural taste. So we really need to go for the seasoning part. All right. Okay. So because we still need to cover some slides, so that's why I'll be fasten a bit. If you have any Q&A sessions, we will answer it at the end of the sessions. All right. So normally you will see this onion, garlic, definitely for Chinese people, they will use this when doing the cooking. They are way healthier options because they are high in antioxidants. They don't have any sodium content, so it won't impact on our blood pressure. All right. So when eating out, like I mentioned just now, someone saying about, oh no, the mee soto, right? Okay. So we know that the sodium content from the mee soto definitely is from the soup, from the gravy part. So try not to take it everything into a tummy area. Try to leave a bit for the gravy part. Another thing, this is the first point, ask for sauce to be served on the side. This one is extremely important. So now I want to let everyone to reflect to yourself. I already observed a lot of time that normally people eat chicken rice. What they will do? They will pour the soy sauce, the dark soy sauce, the sweet soy sauce on top of their rice. So from there, you are increasing your sodium content, right? So try to use the sauce plate they already provide to you. From there, you can somehow control the portions. All right, okay. Another thing, just like I mentioned, right, you can always go for, like when you're going for shopping, right, you can always spot this healthier choice symbol because nowadays we do have these healthier versions of the sauce and salt. They are way lower in sodium. Okay, so just like I do mention that, canned food, they are way because high in sodium, right? But yes, sometimes you can also go for this canned food provided you only eat the ingredient itself. Drain out the liquid because it's the liquid that is high in sodium. All right, okay. So now we have this healthier choice in the market. Okay, I do found that a lot of people only see this red pyramid logo without seeing the footnote here. So the footnote will allow you to know why this product is way healthier options. But everyone, I already keep on mentioning already, even though they are healthier options, they are not completely healthy. Brown rice, they have this healthier choice, but they are not completely healthy. We still need to keep in moderation the amount. All right. So I need to be fast a bit already because I still have a lot of slides to cover. So just to share with everyone, another thing we can do is to check on the food label. So food label, right, apart from just now we talked about the eating principles, right? The food label also very important for us to know whether this product is healthy or not. So use by, definitely know, right? Use by is the expiry date. Best before is the optimal date lah. For example, if you eat beyond the best before date also can. Just maybe the texture or the nutrients will be like lower degrade a bit already. But if you happen to have this use by, definitely you cannot eat beyond the date. All right. So another point, right, just to share with everyone that what sometimes, right, you want to justify whether this product, for example, same product, but brand A and brand B. For example, like juice. Okay, so if you see this orange juice brand A, orange juice brand B. So from the ingredient list also can let you to justify which one is the healthier options. For example, brand A, the first one is like orange. Brand B, the first one stated is sugar. So definitely you know that actually the first that listed in the ingredient list take up the most volume of the packaging. For example, like this one, high protein flour is the highest amount. So you know that brand B, they are the highest amount for the sugar. So definitely compared to brand A, brand B is the unhealthy versions. Okay, so this is one of the tips that you can see from the ingredient list, and from there you can somehow justify whether this product is a healthier options or not. Another way you can spot is using the healthier choice like I mentioned earlier just now. Thank you, Charlene. No problems. All right. So just to share with everyone, sometimes the ingredient list, right, you will see this sugar. Then you think that, hey, actually still okay. Why the sugar maybe is in the last to list. But don't forget, actually we do have other sugar as well. So you can always spot this like OSE or artificial sweetener. Okay, so talking about this artificial sweetener, I really need to be very fast, chop. Okay, artificial sweetener initially is meant to invent for those diabetic patients. So I do understand nowadays we do have this carbonated drink. They are what zero, right? Okay, zero stand for zero sugar, zero calorie. But if you happen to try it before, you know that they still taste sweet, even though they are zero sugar. Why they taste sweet is because they are using the artificial sweetener. So you may think that, artificial sweetener seems they won't impact on my diabetes, impact on my blood sugar, or not impacting zero calorie, right? Not impacting on my weight. I shall drink it every day. or drink it as much as I can since there are no burden for me. But just to share with everyone that artificial sweetener, even though it won't impact on our blood sugar, but one thing, because they are chemical, so at the end they will change your taste bud. Whenever you're drinking too much, right, they will change your taste bud, and your taste bud will keep on craving for these very high sugar foods. Okay, so try not to, even though there are a healthier options, that for example, sometimes you want to go for the fast food, you want to go for the 0 drink because it's a healthier option. Yes, definitely you can go for them. But not saying that you can drink it every day or drink it in the very large amount. No. Still try your best, occasionally drink it, but not completely drink it a lot every day. All right. Okay. So another tips just to share with everyone. This one don't let everyone to guess already because we are short of time already. White sugar, brown sugar, honey, they are the same equivalent of the sugar content. All right. So tell your boss, tell your parents, tell your family members, no need to purposely go for brown sugar because at the end, brown sugar, white sugar, honey, their sugar content are exactly the same. Okay, doesn't mean there are healthier versions that we can use a lot of brown sugar. No. Okay, everything brown sugar, white sugar, honey, go for the normal portion as least as possible. All right. Okay. So for example, here you can see, right, we have like a part of the sugar, the normal sugar. Sometimes you will see this maltodextrin, honey, they are also sugar as well. All right. The salt here, okay, also we have different name here. Okay, fat. Most importantly, we don't want to see this partially hydrogenated oil. But just to share with everyone, we are very lucky enough because in Singapore, like I mentioned just now, they already banned the trans fat. So you won't see this trans fat or partially hydrogenated oil in the Singapore market. All right, okay. Brown sugar less processed than white sugar, then healthier. Brown sugar, Christine, right? Definitely. Actually, to be honest, they are not less processed. It's because they are different texture and different color only. At the end, their sugar content is still the same. All right. How about stevia? Stevia is also one of the example of artificial sweetener. So same thing like I mentioned just now. Artificial sweetener is okay to use. Sometimes you want to make yourself some homemade drink. You want to use artificial sweetener, can, but do make sure not rely too much on it. All right. So thank you, Shakira. Okay, another point, just now we say apart from the ingredient list, right? Ingredient list, healthier choice. Another thing just to share with everyone, you can do, sometimes you will see this nutrition information panel, right? Okay, so you have see a lot of digit. Remember, if you want to compare the product, always compare using per 100 gram. Per 100 gram, per 100 ml. Never compare using per serving. It's because different brand, same food category, different brand, they will have different serving size. For example, like wholemeal bread. For example, brand A, maybe like one serving is 2 slices. Another brand, maybe one serving is 1 slices. So it's not the same parameter. So that's why we will say that always compare per 100 gram. So this is the same parameter we can compare. For example, we want to know whether brown wholemeal bread versus white bread. Why we say wholemeal bread is healthier? You can see the fiber content. So when you compare fiber per 100 gram, then you will know that, oh, actually wholemeal bread, they are way higher in fiber. Okay. So maybe honey is more okay. Sorry, I come back a bit for the sugar. So honey, yes, even though for the sugar content, they are the exact the same, but because honey, they have like nutrients like vitamins and minerals. So somehow it will be more nutritious. But if we talk about sugar, right, the sugar content is the same. All right. So thank you. Okay, we just move on first, yeah, because we are out of time already. So everyone, gentle reminder, when you want to compare products, right, apart from seeing this, per 100 gram, remember always compare using the same type of the food. Don't compare like rice with the bread, no. Okay, like rice and noodle, no. Always compare like rice and rice. Then you will know that whether which product is the healthier options. Okay. So you can see here, that's another example. Like just like I say, wholemeal bread, 1 serving is 2 slices. Bread B, 1 serving is 1 slices. So it's not the same parameter already. Always compare using per 100 gram. All right, okay. And the last part, do remember, apart from our diet, do make sure that we can go for the exercise. Sometimes, right, I do understand a lot of people complain, telling me that, you know lah, after finish work, I'm very tired already. I just want to lay on my bed, scroll my phone here. Okay, so just to share with everyone, with Health Promotion Board, we recommend, if possible, go for 150 minutes every week. But if you tell me that I really no time, is that okay? I go for 10 minutes walk. Can. Rather than you are doing nothing. Okay. So another way, sometimes not the purpose, the specific exercise, what we can do, we can have some simple lifestyle. For example, right, if your MRT is really walking distance, so try not to go for the bus lah, go for the walk, like really go for like walk to the MRT stations. Okay. So you can always go for the stairs instead of lift. For example, like MRT, I do understand is way faster for the escalator, but sometimes if you can go walk up for the stairs, from there you can increase your energy output. All right, household chore definitely is also one of the examples to increase our calories output as well. Okay, so just to share with everyone, today is very general healthy eating part. But I know it's very heavy content. You guys need to digest a bit. But meanwhile, we are here, come to our end of the sessions. I still have about 5 minutes, luckily. Okay. So if you have any questions, do raise in the chat box. Or if you want faster, you can just unmute your mic also can. Or any slides you want to let me to, you want to take a screenshot, do let me know. I will just revert back the slides. Okay. So let me see from the chat box here. Okay, what's BI? Charlene, can you say in like just like I got mentioned about BI? BMI is it or BI?
You mentioned about BI.
Oh, GI.
Oh, is it GI? Oh, sorry. Okay, yes.
GI, yeah. GI actually is the glycemic index, right? So sometimes, right, why we say like brown rice, wholemeal bread, whole grain they are healthier option is because they are lower in GI. GI is glycemic index, meaning says that normally this parameter, right, is to justify whether this product will spike our blood sugar faster or slower. So lower in GI means says that brown rice, wholemeal bread, because of the fiber, so they will not spike our blood sugar very fast. They will much more better control for our blood sugar. Yeah, compared to white rice, the GI is way higher because they will spike our blood sugar very fast. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, another thing, just to share with everyone, what's the tips? Anyone, sometimes you will see this, like after lunch, normally after you have your lunch with your colleague, right? You will feel very like sleepy, food coma. So the normal myth, people will say that, must be because my blood from the brain go to the stomach to digest the food. Just to share with everyone, is a myth. Is a myth because it's not because that your blood all flow to the stomach. It's because of the food choices. So whenever you're taking this, rice, especially like white rice, because I know that brown rice is very hard to have it in when you're eating out. So when you're eating the white rice, right, the portion size, whenever you eat too much of the white rice, of the carbohydrate, they will spike your blood sugar very fast. It's the spiking up, and because when you're spiking up very fast, right, your body will try to protect you. So they will spike down also very fast. It's the spike down process of the blood sugar that make yourself feel very sleepy. Okay, so what's the tip we can do to somehow minimize our chance of getting food coma? You still can enjoy the rice, no problems, but maybe lessen a bit the rice intake. More protein, more vegetable, because both these two won't impact on your blood sugar. So from there, you can play the experiment. You will know that you won't have food coma easily. All right, okay. So Christine saying that can we go back for the calcium content? Definitely can. I'll just go back from there. Okay. Meanwhile, can I just check with everyone? Do you have any more questions? I know it's very heavy content here. Also, not sodium, it's calcium. It's very heavy content, so sorry. But yeah, I hope that everyone learned something. Okay. Can we have link for feedback? Hold on, yeah, Rachel. I'll try my best. Yeah. Sorry, more protein and more fruits, was it? Yes. So you can always have more protein and more vegetable, because both these two, right, it won't impact on our blood sugar level. So you can have this, so it will be somehow help you to control for your blood sugar. Yeah, okay. So next one, I let Christine to take a screenshot first before we go for the feedback link. Okay, Christine, okay? All good, right? Okay, so I just go back to the feedback first. Okay, and anyone still have any more questions? No worries, don't shy. You can ask at the moment. We still have time. Oh, this one very cute. The sound effect. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think this one. Okay, let me just see, huh? Can you try to use your camera to scan? Because this one is the photo. Like I don't have the. Let me see if the footnote have the. Let me see, huh? Sorry. Oh, don't have like actually. So maybe you need to. Oh, how come my slide missing already? Sorry, Let me just share the slide. Okay. So sorry, maybe can only take the photo from there, like, because take a scan on it because this is the photo, it's not the link, so I cannot share the link for you. Or you can see the link here, you just type in. All right. Any more questions before we end our sessions? I will just wait for another 5 minutes. Let me think, Yeah, everyone remember, Today we debunked a lot of myth already. Sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, honey, they are all the same sugar content. But if you tell me more nutritious wise, yes, honey is more nutritious. But even though they are more nutritious, but you still need to control the portions. Okay. Salt, tell your mommy, tell your wife, no need to go for like pink salt, Himalayan salt, sea salt. They are the same content. Okay. But yes, you can go for the low sodium salt nowadays. All right. Okay. So yes, thank you, Sarah. Okay. I'm from Minmet. Sorry, Shakira. Everyone. I'm from Minmet, not the E3 spot. Okay. Thank you. No worries. Do we still have any more questions? Or if you want to go back to the slide to take a screenshot, do let me know. I'll just wait for another 5 minutes. Don't shy. If you have any question, you can just ask. If not, if you don't have any question, you can just leave the chat, leave the Zoom. Do enjoy your lunch, everyone. Hope that you guys have like healthy eating mindset when you're eating out. Okay, so you can play the experiment to reduce your chance of getting the food coma. Okay, all right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I think. No worries.